I was wanting to point out that it's a prescription. It's a melatonin prescription. So like these folks didn't buy this stuff over the counter. So it did have effective uses and got great results as a prescription. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mattman, Sir Capes a lot. I'm the comfortable Cape Crusader. I'm the Bruce Wayne of beds, and I fight the things that keep you up at night. And I'm also the resident sleep superhero with the Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture Dream Team of Lake Norman. The Dream Team kicks butt. And I'm also with fam.news, furniture, appliance, and mattresses. It's an industry hub for news and people. Dude, if you're looking to stand out in your local market, you're an independent retailer in the furniture, appliance, and mattress industry, you need to go by fam.news. Fill something out. Go read read the book, Back to Bed. It's great. It's by the Dos Marcos, Mark Quinn and Mark Kinsley. I'm also sitting here today with another superhero. It's Libra Pitts.
Hey, Mattman. Great to be here today.
Hey, welcome back.
Yeah.
So, Libra, you're sitting in here for Zach. He couldn't be here today. So, do you have something you want to say to Zach since he's normally in the chair? Like, are you keeping it warm for him or?
You know, this is the best chair that we have at Sweet Dreams, and It's called The Favorite. And I am so happy to be all sitting here today.
Oh, no, that's the rider.
Relax. But it's my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my favorite, the rider.
Yeah, I went with the Maxwell Dove. The favorite's got the powered on it.
Yeah.
But I didn't like the powered version. Plus, like that fabric looks fantastic in the corner there.
Maxwell Dove is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're like literally our favorite chairs. So okay, so keeping it warm for him.
Yep. Alrighty.
10-4. Well, Libra, while Zach was gone, he did send over some things he wanted to discuss. So, what do you have today from the internet out there?
Use of melatonin linked to decreased self-harm in young people.
Oh. So you're saying melatonin did something good out there in the world?
Wow. Okay.
So. Yeah, no, I'm ready for you on this. This was actually a really good article.
This was great. So, melatonin. Can you give me just a little bit more like definition, and also like the melatonin that's already, made in our body?
Sure. Melatonin. For starters, everybody thinks it's the sleep hormone that helps you fall asleep, but it's not. It's actually a sleep hormone or a body hormone that helps regulate your circadian rhythm, which is different.
Okay.
So, but it's kind of a war. Like I speak a lot about trying to get people off of taking melatonin because, like, I'm walking around at a party or doing some event out there, and like I'll ask people while I'm wearing the mat suit, like, "Hey, how'd you sleep?" And they're like, "Oh, I sleep great." And I'll say like, "Oh, cool. Well, how's your bedtime routine?" And they'll be like, "Oh, it's awesome. I pop a melatonin gummy maybe like 25 minutes before I go to bed so that I can go to bed. And then I'll do this and this." And so basically they're not sleeping that great. So they're trying to supplement or do something like take melatonin. But there's a book. It's a great book, which is Why We Sleep by Matthew Walker, that he goes into a pretty big deep dive of why melatonin doesn't do what people are thinking it does. So, melatonin basically will help you if you go from one time zone to another. You take melatonin to reset your sleep cycles, like where you plan to, or when you plan to go to bed. But that's really the function of it. It doesn't actually make you go to sleep. That's a different hormone.
Gotcha.
That builds up in your brain. So when people wake up and they're still exhausted or they feel tired, maybe they didn't get great sleep quality, they have a different hormone built up in their brain that they weren't able to clean out effectively. So they are tired again. So that and that just kind of it's a downward spiral because you don't want to take melatonin and have to do that forever.
Yeah.
You've at some point in time have to right the ship and just try to sleep better.
Right. Yeah. So, I like what you're talking about, this sleep schedule. When I first heard you talking about this,
Yeah.
I kind of have my own sleep schedule. So it's 10 o'clock, bedtime, 10 o'clock.
Bedtime, 10 o'clock.
But there's sometimes, man, there's a show getting ready to come on, but I'm like, nope, man, just record that. 10 o'clock. And then, I get up at 6:30. So that's my sleep schedule.
You're firing me up, Libra.
I'm telling you, it's, I like sleep.
Sorry.
And that sleep schedule, I like hearing you talk about that to folks. Yeah. And it's great.
We have this, our bedtime's the same right now.
Really?
Yeah, I go to bed at 10 o'clock. Well, it depends if I make it there. Mm-hmm. So, I post my sleep schedule on my Instagram stories every week. I have so far for like 2 months. Mm-hmm. So it's my Instagram is Mattman if you're on Instagram. And in case you want to see my stories, it takes like 5 minutes to make that sleep plan. But what I really hear you saying when you say you have a sleep schedule is you have an awake schedule.
Yes. So when I want to be, good dance mom Libra, I have my alarm set for 6:30.
Yeah.
So my daughter gets up, about 5:50, 6 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
But if I can sleep until 6:30 and then I get up and just make sure, she's up, she's got what she needs for her day.
Yeah.
Then, I'm like, oh, I'm doing good by my mom job here. She's functioning. She's 16. She can get herself up and get herself to school. But if I'm up and I'm hanging in the wings until she says, hey, Mom, can you get me this or that? It's not about getting up and doing anything for them, but it's being available for them.
Yeah.
So that's my 6:30, setting up, drinking some coffee, hanging in the wings for her to say, hey, Mom.
Dude, no, it's sleep like a superhero so you can be awake like one. And just like say, you're awake like one. Mm-hmm. You're just sitting there doing, oh, yeah, I could save this. Yeah, I could save that. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so
back to the melatonin.
The
here.
article.
Yeah.
The article. Okay, so we're gonna link this in below, but this linked to a study that was in Sweden where they actually prescribed young teenagers, adolescent teenagers, melatonin, and there was a wide variety and range of folks that were prescribed this. And when they were prescribed it, it had some positive effects for those that were depressed, where they would do less self-harm. And I thought that was pretty interesting. So do you have any takes on the info that they had presented in the article?
Yeah, so it says, you can't do anything if you're asleep.
You're doing the comments.
Oh.
I was
I'll
still talk about the article.
Gotcha.
That's okay. We'll go to the comments in 1 second. Okay. For how the stuff was all presented, I thought it was very interesting, but mostly I was wanting to point out that it's a prescription. It's a melatonin prescription. So like these folks didn't buy this stuff over the counter. So it did have effective uses and got great results as a prescription. Can I underline that? Can I put like a neon sign? Now, let's check out the comments because, of course, for as many people that don't know about melatonin or have the wrong idea. All right, what'd you say with the top comment there?
Can't do anything if you're asleep.
Yeah, you dummy. They were harming themselves when they were awake.
Yeah.
But any idea why self-harm would go down when with the use of melatonin, with the proper prescribed use of melatonin? No? It's okay. It's okay. I mean, like, technically they don't know. They wrote that they didn't really know that this was just the results of the study. But I would assume that people, or the folks that were receiving the prescription did actually have more regular sleep. And as a result, they're able to deal with things like your brain. So when your brain goes down and out when you're sleeping, you're kind of It's from the book. Like it talks about what your brain is actually doing, and REM sleep kind of detaches emotional trauma from things. So if you're depressed because of like anxiety, things in school, or like things that you've gone through, if you've been through like a tough family experience kind of thing, like you're getting a little bit further from those big emotions so that you can be awake and have, neuroplasticity, have like emotional bandwidth to deal with what you got to do today. You're no longer trapped.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's my best guess.
Okay.
That they actually did just sleep a little bit better. So,
Yeah.
and then as a result, less self-harm.
Right. Okay.
All right, but I've seen a lot of shenanigans in the comments. More like I'm happy for them. This comes from a guy named Psychopath V2. I'm happy for them. It makes me extremely vivid and it makes me have extremely vivid and violent, horrifying nightmares, but I feel like a zombie for the next day. So that's what the guy says when he takes melatonin. Dude, that is like over-the-counter crazy melatonin. Like, who knows?
Yeah, crazy nightmares. And so he's not getting that good deep sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another guy, Pull Point Hell, says, Reddit Psychology. Oh, that's the forum it is. Reddit Psychology. Useful information, even more useless comments. Yeah, just a lot of the comments are just like folks talking about experiences or asserting facts that maybe don't exist. Another lady, teacher lady, 17. Taking away electronics at night so that they can sleep does the same thing. Medication does not have to be the answer. They need sleep.
Amen.
You know what? That lady fires me up.
Yeah. Yeah. And to hear that from a teacher.
Maybe
she's
a teacher.
Yeah.
So maybe she's trying to teach people how to sleep. But I think she's right. Not that it's like, I'm not going to, if a doctor prescribed something like a sleep medicine or the melatonin to somebody, I think that doctor knows better than I do. Mm-hmm. But the fact that you could just order whatever. One guy had written on here, he tried to OD on melatonin and it didn't work. I'm not sure if you could necessarily, and I haven't seen any evidence that, if you took too much, like what the result is. Because it's not like drinking, where if you drink too much, yeah, you're going to start puking or get alcohol poisoning and possibly die. But there are people, like, you can take a lot of melatonin. You build up a resistance to it. So if you take a little bit for a while and it feels less effective, you'll start taking more. So it's a subscription to sleep is what I like to call it. Mm-hmm. It's like so renew your $30 sub to trying to sleep better this month with another bottle of melatonin gummies. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, I'm not big on the over-the-counter stuff anyway. That's what we go to the doctor for. Let's give them all the information about ourselves, and then let's get their prescription.
Yeah. Also, someone else put in here, this reads very strongly as evidence that melatonin does not cause the decrease, and that, while otherwise high-quality data, this is just regression to the mean and confounding note of trying to sleep better. So I think what he's trying to say is, I guess he's trying to say, like, the melatonin didn't do anything. The better sleep did. So that seems to be a trend from the comments.
Yes, let's just get it back to the natural sleep. Let's just get back to putting your electronics down, getting a good sleep routine, get to sleep earlier.
Oh, well, here's one guy too. Well, that's a lie in my case. It takes between 4 to 5 melatonin a night just to be able to get some semblance of sleep due to my insomnia. And the cutting is usually for me, so this is a person of self-harm, due to personal reasons as well as screwy brain chemistry. So there's somebody commenting that the melatonin is just not helping them. So if they have insomnia, you've got to seek like actual mental and sleep help to do that. But but they're saying like their poor sleep isn't related to the screwy things their brain is doing when they're awake. I would beg to differ. I think they're very related.
I love this one. Maybe because sleep makes you feel better.
Right.
Yeah. There we go.
Dude, it does. I mean, think of everything you got to do tomorrow. Like, do you have a lot to do tomorrow?
Tomorrow's Wednesday already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like every day you got a lot to do.
Yeah.
So I would never look forward to doing it if I was exhausted. Sleep truly does make things better.
And we have some really great, technologies for sleeping these days. I mean, if you're a hot sleeper, we've got the cooling beds,
Shoot, I'm wearing one. It's
the Lake Norman Chill hybrid right there. Lake Norman
Chill. That's right. It's actually the same quilting on the hybrid and the non-hybrid.
Yeah.
So I'm both. I'm a hybrid.
Yeah.
But yeah. So how about this? If you were spending like $30 a month on melatonin, if instead you switch that to $30 a month of, if you were financing something, so a melatonin subscription to melatonin, $30 a month, never expires. But you can actually buy like a really nice mattress with one of the Game Changer adjustable bases. You can get the pillow, the OmniFace protector, the bamboo sheets, the yoga pants for your bed. You can get all that. And typically your financing, if you're doing for 4 years, is $30 to $70, depending on how expensive of a mattress or maybe which Game Changer you got. But at the end of 4 years, you're done. Like you don't have those monthly payments anymore. However, the folks who are using melatonin as a means to try to sleep better, that cost only goes up. So in 2 or 3 years, you'll like this one guy say you'll need 4 or 5 a night, and they don't work. So then you're actually paying for something. It's like paying for a subscription to TV that you don't watch.
Right.
Or a gym membership you don't use.
And they're still on their crappy mattress with the bad foundation.
Yeah. Or, struggling with other things about their sleep that just make it a less desirable environment to be in.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you make a bed, like, and you have a mattress you're excited to sleep on, that's like something to look forward to.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And the Lake Norman hybrid is my go-to when people say that they're hot sleepers. I take them straight to that one.
Straight to these?
Heck yeah.
Firm, medium, or soft? Well, it depends on how they sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depends on how side sleeping, back sleeping. We got it all. We can cater to your sleep need.
Absolutely. We'll custom fit you for the sleep system that is perfect for you. Cool. Well, thanks, Leibs.
Yeah.
Appreciate
welcome.
it. And thanks for tuning in to this episode of Sitting with Superheroes. My name is Mattman, and my guest host, Libra Pitts. You can find her at TikTok at DanceMomLibra2020. And you can also follow Mattman on Instagram at MattmanYo. But you can see all the stuff that I do at thesleepsuperhero.com. And thanks to fam.news. Because they're the folks that we do this under the umbrella of. Until next time, guys, sleep like a superhero so you can be awake like one.